Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my Capstone project. Capstone is a big project that 5th graders work on May through June. It is a time-consuming project that requires students to pull all their skills together and research a topic they are interested in. For this project, I found a book source, a database source, a lot of web sources, even a site visit and interview. Hope you enjoy my Capstone. How do animal rights shelters and organizations impact animals in society? Well, let's find out. Start with some issues animals face, which I'm sad to say are many. Some examples are animal testing, cruelty in the farm factory industry, cruelty to animals used for entertainment, and dogs are even used as a shooting target. In fact, it's estimated that more than 100 million animals suffer and die in the US per year in many areas of cruelty. Are authorities doing anything? Well, they are trying at least. In 2014, the FBI opened a new branch for animal cruelty, but only one-third of the communities participated in the system. Let's jump back 80 years before 2006. Reports on animal abuse increased. That is very bad because only the worst cases get reported, and the fact that those cases are going up is awful. Luckily, in 2010, the numbers started to go down. So this here's the lab rabbit. My observations are that the facilities are extremely dirty. I saw very little room for the animal, so I searched up the recommended amount of space for a rabbit. It was 12 feet squared plus an additional 32 feet squared for exercise and to make sure they had places to hide. Wait, there's more. I don't see any food. The SPCA started in 1824 in England when horses used for transportation were made to walk through freezing cold winters and sticky hot summers, and if they refused, they would have been beaten. The owners were only interested in making more and more money. The SPCA helped control the laws of the carriage horse business. In 1866, the SPCA started in New York City, including dogs and other animals, and now is worldwide. PETA is a bit more recent. It started in 1980. The only thing that you could do back then is to volunteer at a local animal shelter or donate money. PETA's founders wanted to do more. They questioned why they killed animals. They wanted to promote a healthy vegan diet and to teach people to shop cruelty-free. Most of all, they wanted to expose and protest what was really happening. They wanted long-term change. How do they stay in business? This is a very interesting question. There are municipal and local shelters that have contracts with towns, villages, cities, and or counties. These shelters get a financial assistance from the local governments. Rescue groups depend on donations and adoption donations to pay for the medical care, food, toys, trainers, and treats. They have fundraisers throughout the year to help raise money to save so many lives. Approximately 2.7 animals are adopted every year. That is great because there is between 3,500 and 5,000 animal shelters in the US. This is a very high number, and the sad thing is that even as hard as these shelters work, half of all shelter dogs in the United States are put asleep. 7.6 companion animals enter animal shelters every year nationwide. Of those, approximately 3.9 million are dogs and 3.4 million are cats. Each year, as many as 3 million dogs end up in shelters in the US, confined by another. Shelters and organizations do for animals is so much. They provide many medical treatments the animal needs, which hopefully the shelter can afford, such as surgery, medicine, oral care, etc. Also, in some shelters, they work with the animals to become friendly or to stop being so shy so they are more adoptable. They find homes, create programs such as the OHH, the PPP, and Operation Baghdad Pups, to name a few. The OHH is a program that matches up veterans to shelter dogs that are suffering with brain damage or any other kind of disability as a result from or and enjoy a dog's company. The PPP is different in that the PPP is a program that matches up prisoners with a dog. The prisoner trains the dog for about 8 months to become a service dog. Operation Back That Pups is similar to the OHH in that it offers veterinary care, clearance, and transport to animals that U.S. service members have come to love during deployment. For benefits of adopting, instead of buying for starters, you save 2 lives. Yep, you heard that right. You save 2 lives. The lives of the animal you are taking with you makes room for another animal to be sheltered and adopted. This is a good one. Are you ready? It saves money. Besides, it's helping the community and the shelter, so why not? The following are going to be some pictures of my site visit. Something you need to know before I show you the pictures is I visited Pet Rescue NY, a rescue group, so they rely on donations to run the shelter. On the right, Red Towel is the part of the clinic where they brush the dog's teeth and get any oral treatment they need. The woman to the left is writing everything that is on the dry erase board on the door, if you can see. On that dry erase board, there are all of the medicines they give the animals before surgery or if they're just sick. This is the cat room. The bottom pictures the panorama of the whole cat room. The one on the top right is not in the panorama because that is where they put the sick cats. This room has its own ventilation system so the other cats don't get sick. Next to that picture, one to the left, is a man working with a cat to help them become more friendly and adoptable. Next to that, one to the left, is a puppy. This puppy is not in the cat room, of course. I would have put it with the pictures of the dogs. However, the dogs were ready for the night and we didn't want to disturb them. This puppy was in the lobby, so I took a picture. Next to that, one more to the left, is another room in the cat room. The one in pink is Paula. Paula works at the animal shelter and gave me the tour and was my interviewee. The interview was via email because they were very busy. My site visit was really fun and the interview was very helpful. How do animal rights shelters and organizations impact animals in society today? Well, before we know they impact society, we need to know what society is and about any issues that exist. They rescue and help them prepare for adoption, and success is often common. That definitely makes society a better place. Besides, the fact that organizations are growing, this impacts the animals because they are getting more help, like veterinary care, programs that help them find a place in this world, and shelters that give them a safe place to sleep, gives them a voice, and much more. Benefits impact society because if it impacts an individual, and animals and society is made up of individuals, and animals it's an impact to society.